Okay, Kevin Harvick kind enough to come by after today's test. And Kevin, certainly congratulations again in order for last week's win at Phoenix.
Thank you.
And how did the test out here today at Las Vegas go for you in the number 4 Chevrolet?
I thought it went really well. We struggled in the beginning just to get the feel. It took us a couple hours to kind of get everything situated and get the balance of the car right, and then felt pretty good about it after that. So changed a lot of stuff and did a lot of different things to the car, and felt like we made good headway in the end, and hopefully we can progress on that tomorrow and make it even better.
Take questions now for Kevin. If you have one, raise your hand. We'll start with Jeff, and then we'll go to Alan.
My question is, obviously, not everybody's showing everything. You don't know what people are doing, but how encouraging is it for you to see, yourself on top of the speed charts again, coming off a ton of momentum that you already have? I mean,
Yeah.
Do you feel like, is that just more confidence for you guys?
Well, I think the best thing that happened today is the car didn't run very fast at the beginning of the practice. We were 3 or 4 tenths off, and had to kind of abort on what we were doing and go a different route. And the next route was not as good, and the third route finally wound up being good. So I think those are good things that are for us important, because it gives us direction when we go to other mile-and-a-half racetracks, so we don't have to do like we did today. We can get to what has been working for us and just go straight from there to progressing that package to make it even better. So I thought that was probably the best thing that came out of today. Probably, we ran really well last week, and coming here and running really well right out of the box, probably wouldn't have been the best thing in the world, just for the fact that it's good for those guys to know that sometimes you got to keep working at it. It's good for all of us to have to work at it and communicate and do things that you're going to have to do throughout the year to overcome things. And so that was good. I'd rather have had us struggle at the beginning of the day and have to work through things and communicate well with each other, and just nobody gets wound up, and everybody just gives the information, and they are good at inputting all the information and trying different things, and today was a good example of that.
Alan, right here, and then we'll go over to Reed.
Alan Cavana, NASCAR.com. You've obviously done a lot of testing in your racing career, but how important is this one, given all the rule changes to the car, and how important do you think it'll be throughout the season, having this test?
Yeah, well, we've already done a lot of testing. When I say a lot, we've done 3 or 4 tests as we've led into the season, and so we've been able to gather a lot of information already, but you just never know where you stand until you get to the racetrack. So some of the things that we had tried earlier in the year, and we tried to some different routes today, and just so when you see where you stack up, it kind of gives you a better idea of where you stand, and so I think it was a good day for us.
Over here to Reed.
Reed Spencer, NASCAR Wire Service. Given the prevalence these days of computer modeling and simulations and things like that, were you surprised to find that much adjustability in the car, and were you surprised to find the need to adjust on it that much?
Well, we have a lot of things we can adjust on the cars this year, and a lot of those adjustments, you can. There's some really sensitive spots. The jack screws and things are much more sensitive than they have been in the past. So NASCAR's kind of given us, some different things that will help us be able to make bigger swings at the car during the race that are very sensitive and still kind of fresh in the simulation. And so it's not 100% right as you go through some of the travels and different things. So our travels and things were off a fair amount. Not a fair amount, but they were off in the beginning of the test. So we just got all those right, and with the data and things on the car today, you can kind of get a better idea of where you were, and hopefully go back and zero in on all that and make it better as you go into the next few weeks.
Anybody else have any questions for Kevin? Kevin, thanks for coming in, and certainly continued best of luck this weekend at Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Thank you.